I just told my parents they can have the daughter they've always wanted because I'm done pretending we're a family. I've been living with the feeling of being the lesser child my whole life, always in the shadow of my sister. Growing up, she could do no wrong, and I could do no right. I remember when she crashed my dad's car at 18, and all he said was mistakes happen. But when I skipped one class in high school, I lost all my privileges for months. It was like I was walking on eggshells, always trying to avoid making a mistake. My parents would always find a way to justify her behavior, to make excuses for her. When she dropped out of college, they paid for another degree, but when I needed help buying textbooks, I was told to be more responsible with money. I started to realize that I would never be good enough, that I would never be the favorite. So I stopped expecting equal treatment. I stopped expecting to be loved and accepted like my sister was. I got married to an amazing woman who's patient and avoids conflict, but my sister has never liked her. She would always make these passive-aggressive comments like, "You actually look pretty today," or "Working from home all day would make me feel useless." She would say it with a smile, so everyone would just laugh it off, but I knew it was a dig at my wife. A couple of years ago, my retired parents started asking me for small loans, and I didn't mind. I thought they needed help. But then my wife asked if they'd ever asked my sister, and that's when I found out the truth. They had been lending my sister and her husband tens of thousands of dollars over the years, while they kept spending on luxury vacations, designer bags, and a new SUV. I felt betrayed. I felt like I'd been lied to, like I'd been used. The breaking point came at my nephew's birthday, when my sister brought up my wife's 2 miscarriages, something that was supposed to be private. She laughed and said maybe it was for the best, because not everyone should have kids. My wife burst into tears and we left. Nobody followed us, nobody apologized. The next day my mother called, not to apologize, but to ask why we'd left early, and she defended my sister, saying she didn't mean it like that. 3 days later, my parents showed up asking me for another $12,000, claiming my sister was behind on her mortgage, and the kids would suffer if I didn't help. I refused, and my dad said family helps family, but I knew that was a lie. I told them they'd finally gotten what they'd always wanted, 1 child instead of 2, and I asked them to leave. Since then, relatives have been calling me heartless, saying my sister was probably just drunk, and that I should forgive my parents. But then I found out the truth. My sister was never behind on her mortgage. The money was for a vacation home, and my parents knew. They lied to me, they used me, and when I confronted my dad, he just admitted it and said, "We knew you'd understand eventually." I'm still trying to process everything. I'm still trying to come to terms with the fact that my parents never loved me like they loved my sister. My wife says she's done with my family forever, and honestly, I don't blame her. I wonder if telling my parents they only have 1 child went too far, but I know I had to stand up for myself. I had to stand up for my wife. I'm done pretending. I'm done lying to myself. I'm done being the lesser child.